My quarterback ain't Kyler Murray no more, bro.
This is Madden football on
Wow.
EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks.
Allen
EA Sports coverage of the
Jr.
NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson.
Who will the franchise?
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans
which league?
and our home team.
Thunderbirds.
This is fielded at the goal line.
That's it, baby. We go first.
Broadcasting.
We played this last, not played. Last event.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man, that nigga Sean really had 3 picks, bro. He killed me with DeAndre Hopkins the first play. And then I just had to take DeAndre Hopkins as well. I'm like, all right, if I lose, I lose the running or the other receiver beating me. I'm not about to let him beat me no more, bro.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
You got that shit done.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
T-Robbie won some flu shit yesterday, bro. I swear to God he did, bro.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh,
You had the
so
game
good.
won, bro. You threw a pick at the end of the game when you didn't need to.
Bro, the nigga, bro, he pressed me more than 5 yards, bro. I'm waiting for the nigga was supposed to do a quick in route. The nigga pressed him, nigga, to like, nigga, 8, 7 yards. I was so pissed.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
And then that's, I ain't even worried about that league, though. That's all smoke, bro. That's really.
Robinson's got it. He'll be hit down at the 33.
I actually like my team though that I built, bro. I built
Nah,
a
bro,
crazy ass team.
niggas didn't cheat in that league, though, bro. I'm sorry.
You're able to hit a receiver.
I still care about that league, though.
Yardage after the catch, but in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points.
All smoke league though, man. Like,
but
I need a QB, bro. I gotta
Accumulating
look
first
QB.
downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Go now. 30 base. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Minshew out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This nigga is so
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last
Bro, what league are you talking about that you need a quarterback
your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
One and only.
Yeah, we're not talking about an on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
What P do you broadcast on? 1080?
Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Huh?
Here's
Minshew. So do you do 1080?
Finds his target, Montgomery. The 30. The 20.
Oh. I was trying to tell Webby about that yesterday. You know what I was talking about.
David Montgomery. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares?
See
Look
that
at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive,
this ain't even the
and there's
playbook
really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tennessee playbook, they take that
past the 20 to the 23-yard
Cardinals got a nice playbook too, especially since you got a running quarterback.
And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative,
Bailey,
which is a punt.
Yeah, but
my little mama.
Fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
Give me like 5 minutes. I gotta take a gangster.
The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 12 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Who is this nigga? Other nigga at middle linebacker, bro. I can't do
They're
that.
okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some
do that.
catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Check 99. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Texans football to start quarter 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, lock it. Hey, get it.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 25. Check 25. Switch. Shoot. Go.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd down, Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Minshew, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. To try again after the sack. Minshew. And an alley to run. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this all day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. This is caught by Robinson. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will do it for this first. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Taco, you there?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead of the game, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get set.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive line.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start with a give to counter, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the catch made by Johnson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Tannehill now still just the one incompletion, 16 of 17. It's first down. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. It's caught. Smith. down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And it's caught. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 38, Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Connor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll dump this one off to Connor. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Out of the gun is Minshew. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Here's Minshew.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Again, Minshew looking to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel
wide
a little bit.
open.
And as you
Why
would
he
expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Pettis on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, C6.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On the ready. Pilot, 64, weak.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Ready? 6-6, pull it high.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the